Good evening, fans of horror and darkness. Welcome to Blood from a Stone, a chilling tale of scary things. Hi, I'm Philip. I'm the Dreadmaster of this game, and surrounding me are the players. Say good evening, players.
Good evening, players.
Oh,
like is this Halloween show like Ghoul evening?
that's fine. I've done so many boils and ghouls and I'm just any riff anyone wants to do is fine by me.
Elliot Gould.
Elliot Gould evening? I like that because it's getting away from horror, but it's getting into awesome.
Evening.
This is a horror RPG where we are basically playing 5e D&D, except everyone's level 0, but the monsters sure aren't. This game takes place in a domain of dread called Paradise. That, as time has gone on, other domains of dread, other sort of kind of closed-off dark demi-planes ruled over by a Dark Lord have begun to infringe onto what otherwise seemed to present itself as a kind of like mid-century American town. We, as of last week, have had 43 player characters in this campaign. We did have our first
Brilliant.
We did have our first four players died, or one player died 4 times. First time in the game. That was pretty crazy. We had another one who died 2, another one who died 1, and improbably Dylan made it out alive. Rather than going into kind of everything that's been happening in our sort of recap here, we are going to I am going to recap each individual sort of as the player brings in their character. We will sort of recap what that character has been up to and sort of see them for a bit before sort of trying to bring everyone together here. So to do that, to decide who's going to go first, well, first of all, before we do that, we are going to have to read this week's invocation. I now understand why I did it. This is an invocation I really like and often would have thought I would have saved a little later, but it is this is an important one. So it is really just based on everything that's been going on around. So tonight's invocation. It's like a storm that's never ending. It's like a shadow on the land and the sea. There's nothing as sad as a tomorrow gone bad. The future ain't what it used to be. All right, friends. We're going to get into it. I need the 4 players present. We are going to have another player join us soon. But I need the 4 players present to please roll a d20. I would like you all to remember, just as a courtesy, I say this for the audience, we have a little thing called the Dread Clock. Every time somebody rolls a natural 13, this advances, and sometimes triggers a horror surge. Other times, it triggers something called a Dread Storm. That's when it goes all the way to lucky number 13. Yeah, right, not a normal clock. Crazy. I also want to mention, I probably should have said this earlier, we have a new policy on this game. If anyone has channel points and didn't blow them already, for 50,000 channel points, you can guarantee that the next natural 13 triggers a horror surge.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. It was Pierce's idea. I kind of thought it had been yours, but apparently it was Pierce's idea. So if anyone has those...
Couldn't they prevent it? Couldn't they stop it?
I'll tell you what. If you want to use it for that... You can request to cancel.
Yeah.
But it is not a thing of like you spend it and it happens. Somebody still needs to roll a 13. Unless you spend 100,000 channel points and then you could trigger one instantaneously.
No! Y'all better not. Y'all watching.
How many?
I mean, what am I going to do?
Damn, I gotta start watching
And
these.
I'm also going to tell you that is a policy for now. It is possible that if people start accruing so many channel points, those numbers or situations may change. But at present, 50 will get you a guaranteed horror surge in the next nat 13. 100 will get you trigger it now. So with that, can my 4 players please all roll a d20?
I did, and I'm not going to re-roll it. It's an 11.
Okay.
7.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Natural 1. So 11 wins. Great. So Lauren, could you please have Oksana make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
Oksana, I have
Oksana's
I have
still
something
around?
for you. Oksana,
what
if
is
you
it?
would
Yes.
like advantage on
Okay.
the following wisdom save,
Okay.
you can have advantage on it. This is your only chance to make this. This is a succeed or something else. If you would like advantage on this, I will advance the dread clock by 1. You can have advantage.
And am I on the vampire side or on the human side?
You are just look at your character sheet. Go to your Oksana sheet.
Okay.
Just whatever.
Where am I
What's her
with-
wisdom save modifier?
+2.
Okay, so you have a +2. Do you want advantage?
Yes, but I'm dead, right? I'm with the vampires, or
You
I
are
will
dead.
take advantage. I will take advantage.
So Oksana is doing. There we go.
Okay.
Roll at advantage. Wisdom saving throw, which you apparently have a +2 on.
17.
Oh.
Ooh,
You have
that's
succeeded.
Sticky note DC.
All right,
What
so
is this?
we will be beginning in a different way. Oksana, you awaken in darkness, wet. This is so the wrong song playing right now. That was way too upbeat. That's from our fine thing. Oksana, you awaken. It is dark. You are like, you can't move. You instinctively gasp for air and you inhale a bunch of dirt.
Okay.
But then you realize that you're not choking. You don't seem to need to breathe. You seem like you are surrounded in dirt. You cannot see anything. However, as you presumably begin to dig yourself out of the ground. Do you dig yourself out of the ground?
Yes, I do, absolutely.
Wonderful. So you pull yourself out of a backyard on a quaint suburban street. It seems to be fully night. You feel strange. You feel strong. You feel cold. But
Like in the motherland.
But most pronounced right now is that you feel hungry. You feel incredibly hungry. It takes a moment or two, kind of, as you remember what happened, and you probably reach for your neck to feel that wound, where that sort of German vampire had been drinking from your neck. And you feel nothing. It's completely healed. You also, as you have your hand here, you feel no pulse or heartbeat.
I was just gonna say my heart's beating so fast.
Your heart is not beating in the slightest. Okay, so, I believe you now should have on your spreadsheet a new page called Oksana Vampire.
Ooh.
So you are basically a vampire spawn now. So you have new stats. These are your stats for present. Bear in mind, wisdom saving throws are going to happen with some frequency for you because you, for whatever reason, the strength of your spirit up to this point, your will is superseding the hunger that is within you. For now. But
That is good.
you can feel, the other thing that's interesting is it's dark out here, but you are seeing crystal clear. You see further than you used to see. You don't feel that your mind or sort of like, you don't feel any smarter, and you don't feel stronger, but you feel sturdier and a little faster. You feel quicker. So, what would you like to do?
Do I have a sense that I can smell familiar smells from distances?
Make a perception check.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Damn.
It has been raining hard. You're not sure how long you were down, but it's not only that you see and hear the town, but you can smell it. You are confident, in fact, breathing in that though you've never been in this backyard, like whatever house is in front of you, you think that's the house where you were bitten. Things in like just like even like at the kind of coming from the windows, it smells vaguely familiar to just where that is. But if there are other things you are looking for, if there are familiar people, if you want to find Dahlia, for example, with a natural 20 on a 25, I think that you do catch a whiff of her on the air. Is that where you go?
Absolutely, I must find pretty girl.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. What a beginning. Can our other 3 individuals please roll a d20? Oh wait, that's rude. I'm chasing extra rolls in that case. Everyone already rolled, right? We had 11, 7. We had 11,
4 and 1.
7, 4, and 1. So who rolled the
Yeah.
7? My dear boy.
Ah.
All right, so Dylan, you are making your way down in the same kind of rain that is falling. You notice, so when last I said I was going to do a recap for each character and I didn't. So yes, Oksana was with some friends of hers, but they went into a house. They were separated in the mist, and they were beset by vampires they'd encountered before. Oksana made a deal to save a young lad named Dylan, and Dylan was allowed to go, being unharmed. Oksana then was bitten by the vampire, but she has now arose as a vampire, still currently in charge of her own faculties. Dylan, however, went off and met up with some interesting people, a little girl, a man who had been trapped in a cart, and then a man who was drunk on a bench. But Dylan, probably against his better instincts, went onto a mountain that, as it turned out, was full of monsters. Dylan was charged by a 2-headed giant, the leader of these monsters, in a massively scaled tower, kind of halfway up the mountain, or 3/4 of the way up, to go to a newly appeared shrine and get him treasure. Dylan went with these monsters. The monsters went in. Boy, did a lot of monsters die. Too many monsters died. But in the end, Dylan survived alone, and in the process of following the advice of a shadowy, undead creature. Yes, Dylan, go ahead.
I have a question. Was I able to grab that book on the way out?
Oh, you can grab whatever you want.
Great,
There's
cool,
there's
yeah.
no rush now.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know where we're starting.
But so as Dylan, there was this cloaked figure. She was kind of floating there. She was suggesting the party do what she said. She said you could take all the treasure you want as long as you pay in blood. At one point, someone tried to leave without paying in blood, so she took her hood down, and a gemstone eye pulsed in her head and fired and roasted this bone whelk snail alive. In any case, she simply wanted blood, and Dylan helped facilitate a PvP monster combat extravaganza where the monsters just carved one another up, filling sigils with every 13 hit points of blood it filled up, more things unlocked, a book, some various equipment, and then eventually Dylan grabbed hold of a staff. A very normal looking staff, nothing to worry about. And then the sarcophagus in the center of the room opened, and a seemingly living woman stepped out of it, who seemed to be the form who they'd been speaking to. The 2 gemstones flew from the apparition into her hands. She asked Dylan, fear or flame? He said flame. She extended the red sort of gemstone at him. It embedded in his eye. Dylan offered her staff back. He said, she said, no, that's fine, dear, you can take it. And then I believe her closing words were, now let's go kill some people. And the 2 of them walked out. So Dylan, the first thing you see as you 2 sort of emerge on this hill as the rain is falling down, are scattering monsters running. She did shoot some stuff out at them a couple times earlier, so they run. So, and as you walk, she will sort of say, so, my dear, tell me a bit about where we are. You said we're in paradise, is that right?
Yes.
That's it down there, little town.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So we're in a town called Paradise, and I don't know. I don't know exactly when, but recently I recently had like this surge of memories. I don't know how to say it, like a surge of memories of different people dying, and then I realized I don't know, like I had this like realization or like finding like my true self or something, but I like realized that this is just like we're trapped here.
Understood. Well, that is that is a very good thing to realize. You are trapped here.
Are you trapped here too?
Mm-hmm. We're all trapped.
Well, and I know. Do I know out of here? Do I know like the Stone Man controls Paradise?
You have heard enough to know that, yes.
Okay, I know. I'm pretty sure that there's this guy, this Stone Man who controls, runs this place. He's weird.
You've met him? Ooh, you are important, my boy. Very good. Well, you and I are gonna need to go and kind of just paint the town red. That's what we're going to do. But we do look a little frightening, don't we? And she sort of gestures to the black gemstone embedded in one of her eyes and the red gemstone embedded in yours. And then she says, do people dress the way I'm dressed? She's kind of wearing a sort of these like dark robes.
No, not really. More like, like kind of like more like a simple like shirt and coat and like pants or like
think it,
I don't know,
think
dress
it,
or,
think it for me, child. Think how people dress.
I just like imagine.
Yeah.
I like so like, what I imagine is like just like a mannequin at like one of the nicer stores. It's on a mannequin in one of the nicer stores in town that I've never like been able to go into.
Ladies, girls, how the girls at your school? How do they dress?
Oh, but you don't want to dress like the girls in my. You don't dress like that when you get older. I don't know how. Sorry, I don't mean to
That's
be rude.
fine. That's fine. She's kind of like
this is how my teacher dresses, and I'll just like think like, yeah,
terrible. No, think of a girl from school.
I'll think of like girls. I'll think of like what Dahlia and Oksana were wearing.
Okay. She starts combing through, and actually, would you make a wisdom save?
Oh, that was close. That's a dirty 13.
13, understood. So you do feel this like pressure in your mind as someone seems to be probing you. And when you start thinking of Oksana, when you think Oksana, she's like, eh. When you think of Dahlia, there's a moment of, eh. But then she goes through and she's kind of like going, and you almost feel some memories, and she goes, oh, perfect. All right. Bit of glamour. And she waves her hand over your face. And nothing seems to change, but she says, yes, that's much better. Can't even see it. And now for me, and she waves a hand over her own face. You can no longer see the black stone. And now she has kind of like auburn hair that it's like as if suddenly transformed into kind of like a ponytail, and she's wearing a white blouse and a wide felt skirt with a little applique poodle on it. And she says, and then she slips an arm through your arm and says, it's so scary out here. Oh, but we better get back to town. I'm so scared. Something might get us on this hill.
She look like younger now too.
She does. She looks like your age.
Yeah. There were some scary things out here.
There really were.
Okay, it's down this way.
Yeah, we better get down before something weird happens. We need to go meet everyone at the tavern, right?
I don't think they don't call them taverns here, but yeah.
Okay, what do they call them?
Like a bar, or like, but also like we're kind of too young to be in a bar, so like, oh, like I don't know, like a diner or.
Cool. Let's go to the diner. Let's go see everyone at the diner.
Yeah. Okay.
I have a pocket full of gold, so it's on me.
I don't know where your currency is.
So as this continues, the two of you make your way down off the mountain. I believe that Robert was next in the order here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Robert. You have 1 hit point. You've run out of a house. The mist got dark. You lost sight of Dylan. When the mist clears, you find yourself standing on a suburban street, and you are alone. And it's raining softly. What would you like to do, sir?
I I want to look around and see if there's any type of. Am I able to tell if anything looks remotely like it might have some people around it?
Sure.
Civilization.
I mean, civilization. Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, there's houses all over, but you don't seem to be far from Main Street. You can see Main Street kind of in the distance there, if you wanted to walk there.
I head toward Main Street.
Understood. Is there anywhere in particular on Main Street you would like to go?
Are there any facilities that are open? Like maybe a restaurant that might be there?
Absolutely, there are
like
restaurants.
Lights.
Sure.
Something with light.
Something with light. Understood. Your restaurant choices, your best choices, I would say, would be the Midnight Diner. They do serve food at Memory Lane's bowling alley. There's a couple of like fancier restaurants you could go to. There's the Paradise Steakhouse. And there is the Nightlight is kind of like a bar, but that's kind of dark.
I feel as if I've lost some blood and I might need some iron. So I would like to go to the steakhouse.
You go to the Paradise Steakhouse. Wonderful.
Yes.
As it happens, it's not a Friday night, so the few people who've read the book know all about the Paradise Steakhouse. You can go in there and actually you made a good choice there. One of those options would have maybe been the end of him, but you know what? Over the next 2 or 3 hours, Robert, you have a delightful meal. So, Dahlia and Sorrow. It has been a little while since we have seen you, my dear friends, and you guys kind of rushed off. You were separated from Oksana and Dylan and Robert in the mist. When you were able to see once again, when you had some perspective, you kind of found yourself on the edge of town. You saw that the marshes, the sort of swampy land, kind of in one direction. And in the other direction, you saw a dark wood. Which would you like to go to? Natalia already has a vote. Actually, that can kind of work for either one.
It does.
The Swampy Wood.
A swampy wood. You also could just stay kind of on the boundary of them if you kind of just want to not put your feet too deep in the water or the dross, I think it's called. Is that the bottom of a forest? It's called dross. I know things sometimes.
I mean, I have not had very good experiences with bodies of water.
That is true, actually, yes.
I would also think that maybe we should stay in the forest. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is great. So,
Dahlia.
in that case, hey, anybody who was around on our Monday night just chatting the week before last, get ready. So, as the two of you venture into the wood, what are your respective passive perceptions? I don't think Dahlia's is super high, but what is
Dahlia's
yours?
is not very high. It's 11.
What is Sorrow's? 11. Okay.
It's 15.
15. I'm gonna roll it, but
My
you will
passive
have
perception is not good.
you will have a chance, sir. Okay.
No, you're too busy looking at your dress.
Well, you have to make sure that everything's in place.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, that's so delightful. Okay. We'll roll this. This is actually just at the thing. Wow. Just at the point that you notice it. As you're going through these woods, Sorrow,
Yes.
you see something that does not seem to belong. Something about it is... it doesn't appear dangerous, but it definitely appears incongruous. What you see is kind of hopping swiftly but silently is a little white rabbit. Kind of going from tree to tree. It seems to even look at all of you and like notice you. It hasn't seen that you guys have seen it. It kind of gets up for a second and like peers like...
How hungry are we?
You're as hungry as you wish to be. You have been in a card for a while, so you may be pretty hungry.
Does only Sorrow notice the rabbit?
With you, so unless Sarah points it out to you, unfortunately,
I
you
won't
won't
notice
see
No,
that.
I'm
Sorrow is so mean to Dahlia. I love it.
I think I'm gonna have. Ooh, hold on a second. Does this? 1 second. I gotta read a spell.
Oh no.
Oh man, this
Oh,
could be
no.
it. This could be it for Hopper.
Is Hopper gonna get eaten?
Oh man, that would
No.
actually be
No,
fantastic.
I was going to. I don't have any attack cantrips. Is a problem, and the only one I have is Toll the Dead, and I don't want to make a sound right now. So, I'm gonna say like there's a rabbit up there. Let's go eat it.
No.
Let me guess, you don't eat meat.
I'm a pescatarian. Okay, thank you.
Oh, of course. Okay. Well, good
I-
luck with it.
Didn't eat a squid or octopus until, well, now I kind of feel like I have a right. But
Should we go?
eat the bunny. I don't know if it's very safe out here.
Oh, like it could be a sort of like a trip for us. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean like for a bunny. I don't think a bunny would be very safe out here in these woods.
Oh,
Is it
I
like
see.
a wild
You worried about
rabbit.
the bunny. Oh yes. I mean, I don't know. It's a white bunny. I don't know. All right. I'm going to make my way up. I'm going to see if I can sort of slowly stalk up to the bunny.
Understood. Make a stealth check if you're trying to be sort of quiet. Dahlia, are you joining Sorrow or are you going with her?
7.
I mean, not as Sorrow's trying to eat the bunny. I'm not joining Sorrow.
So as Sorrow sort of starts walking up to the bunny, the bunny kind of glances up and sees you, and Sorrow, you swear like the bunny like looks at you and glances at your horns and goes, and then turns and just walks very slowly, just a little deeper into the woods. And then you see it beginning to dig in the ground. I'm gonna make a dig check.
Okay. Are you leading us somewhere, little bunny?
19.
See, they're very intelligent creatures. We shouldn't eat them.
The bunny, if you come to it, Sorrow, you see that the rabbit has just, with little paws, carved a sigil in infernal into the
Oh.
dirt.
Oh.
A sigil that typically
speak
simply
infernal.
means like dark greetings. And then it just looks at you.
Well, I was going to snap your neck, but now I think that maybe perhaps that this is much more interesting.
Thanks for letting me know.
Come, little one. I'm going to say in infernal. I'm going to say, come. Let's try to get out of this horrible place together. No. Let's stay right here. Do you understand infernal?
And then it kind of gets up on its
Are
hind
you-
legs and just points at the sigil that it just drew. Like,
Yes, yes. Of course. I mean, that may be a party trick. Who knows? You know. Are you not actually a rabbit? Do you need help getting out of your rabbit's body? Are you trapped? I was trapped for a very long time.
Hopper kind of comes to you and then glances. Do you have like a holy symbol? Do you have a spellcasting focus? on
That's a good question, actually. Yeah, I would say that
Is
I
it like
probably do.
visible? Is it like, in other words, like would another spellcaster say, "Oh, there's an arcane amulet or sigil or something," or no? You think
No.
you're okay?
No, I don't think so. I think it's sort of like yeah.
Then Hopper's just kind of looking at you, and then Hopper turns to Dahlia, and I'll be honest, has Hopper encountered Dahlia? Was Dahlia in that shop with Jane and when the guy was, I think she
God.
might not have been. I think she might have been at play practice or something.
I don't recall.
Can't remember if Dahlia ever encountered. So, but nevertheless, Dahlia is also a spellcaster, and Hopper does seem to kind of look at Dahlia for a few moments, whether with direct recognition or kind of just recognition of her nature.
I know she's very pretty and not very smart. I know.
Hello, excuse me.
Yes, excuse you.
I have top marks in my classes. I am actually very intelligent.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, thank you.
Is that okay? Okay, all right, fair enough.
Hopper steps away from both of you and goes to one of the trees and kind of just pats a foot against it a few times. Then
Is there
steps
something
away.
there? Bunny, is there something there? I go over to the tree.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. That's straight roll. 19.
All right. With absolute confidence, this appears to be a normal tree. It is absolutely normal. You almost feel like something is watching you from behind, though, as you're there.
And Hopper is not here?
Hopper's just kind of on the ground, just like looking up at you. But you can feel eyes on the back of your head. Not simply Dahlia's kind of as she watches over. Something is...
Well, she's not really looking at much anyway. I mean, it's fine.
so mean.
All right, I'll go sort of slowly. I'm going to do the thing where I sort of like slowly turn around.
You slowly turn around. Make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm not aware of any of this, like the eyes feeling or anything.
No.
15.
15. You almost feel like you see a figure, like behind one of the trees. But are you proficient in insight?
No.
Okay. Then you think you see a figure behind a tree, but then it's just like branches. And then, as you've turned away from the tree itself that you were just looking at, you hear,
I step back.
and you see emerging from the tree first 2 glowing eyes kind of coming out of a darkness. And then it appears that additional kind of bark splits off, and this walking tree-like creature steps out.
No.
And speaking in the language Sylvan, which
Nope.
do you speak? Just speaking in Sylvan is like. Do you speak
Do I
Sylvan?
hear what's happening?
Yes, you
'cause
hear
I
you
speak
you
Sylvan.
noticed. Oh, you speak Sylvan. Well, then this encounter's much simpler. So suddenly this thing speaks out and kind of like with a language that sounds like kind of like a low voice and like cracking branches. It just kind of steps out and is saying, "Who are you who have interested my new friend?"
Who's your friend?
The rabbit that is not a rabbit.
See, I knew we shouldn't eat it. We're just lost. I think a little.
If you come into a dark forest and you are lost, you will stay there. The woods will take what it wants.
What could you help us be unlost?
Why would I help? The last person I helped betrayed me.
Oh no.
Now, this unfortunately is all in Sylvan because literally it's the only language
Okay.
this creature speaks, which unfortunately. And if you appreciate this, thank everyone who on the Monday before last rolled this monster up with us in the. We played a game called Where's Hopper Been?
Can I? I'll relay this
Certainly.
to Sorrow.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna tell Sorrow that the tree seems very upset. Someone apparently has betrayed him in the past.
What to ask them what betrayed them?
Yeah,
Talk to them.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep backing up.
Mr. tree person. I don't know your name.
Vincent.
What?
Vincent is
Vincent.
my name.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
My bark is worse than my bite.
Oh, well, that's a relief, right?
And I think Vincent probably is close enough to you. You see that Vincent's whole sort of like tree-like form is covered in these thorns that are like almost oozing poison.
Okay, I'm going to take a step back and keep a safe distance.
He still moves to you very slowly.
I'm just going to say I'm really sorry that someone betrayed you. I know what that's like. What did they do?
Tricked me into coming here.
Oh.
And...
Someone tricked him into coming here.
But I have the rabbit, and she does not.
Oh, so a woman tricked you into coming here with the rabbit?
Hag!
A hag?
And go ahead and make an Arcana check at that. The way the Sylvan word is probably not just the English word for hag. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Come on. Ooh, 23.
You know that by hag, Vincent probably means a fey witch.
Well, I don't know any witches or any, hags or anything. I don't think they sound very nice or very lovely. But I'm certainly not one. And I know what it's like to be tricked by someone you think you know. That happened to me with one of my exes. It's really upsetting. So I completely understand why you would be really unhappy and untrustworthy. And,
Did you kill your ex?
No, I didn't.
You should have.
Um,
That is the way of the woods.
Well, what's the way of the woods to well-meaning travelers who wish you well?
Can you kill the hag?
Sorrow, he wants us to kill a hag.
At this, Hopper kind of hops over to both of you and looks up at both of you like...
Is that... And I say to him in Infernal, should we kill this hag? Yeah. Okay. Are you going to help us? Yes, of course we'll... Yeah, just say yes. Say yes.
What will you do for us if we kill this hag for you?
I will reward you.
With what?
I will share the power that the rabbit who is not a rabbit is granting me. And I won't kill you.
It doesn't really leave much room for negotiation, does it? Okay, we'll help you kill this hag.
She dwells where I cannot, in the town. It is too disgusting to speak of. She surrounds herself in a chamber filled with bound flesh of my kin. They smash it and roll it and dry it again and again and again and again and again, binding it between the skin of animals, putting their words upon it.
Are you talking about a library?
This kind of strange tree-like creature snarls at the concept of a library.
Oh no. I just agree to kill the librarian.
Hopper kind of hops to you and goes,
But Hopper's so smarmy.
Hopper's gotten a bit of a big head since you guys left. Hopper's like...
Hopper's
at some
the
point,
final girl.
At some point, I'm gonna write the full adventures of Hopper, and you guys will see what Hopper's been fucking ridiculous stuff. In any case, He will say,
Girl.
she calls herself. And then he says this kind of just in common, as there's no real word for Sylvan as it's a name. But he says, Minutia.
That's her name?
Beware.
Do I know the name of the librarian in town?
Ooh, make a history check.
Yeah. How often do I go to the library? That is a 21.
With a 21, I will say that there have occasionally been books that they did not have at the Darkmoor Library.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to go to the public library on Main Street.
Getting your
Looking
first
for
folio.
monologues.
Yeah, for your
To
first folio in there.
Yeah, I'm putting up flyers for the plays that I'm in. Like, I've gone there for that.
And you know that there is a woman there. She is a little odd. She seems to be maybe 50. Maybe she's 40, maybe she's 60, but kind of in that zone there. She is a bit odd. Everyone talks about how she's childless. That's a very big deal to the people in town. They're all very, very concerned with the fact that she's never had a child.
Well, that's a bit sexist.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
She moves she kind of glides, but the most notable thing about her is that she wears it's like usual people would like wear after like eye surgery. She has like the giant black sunglasses, like with almost like where it's like film that
Blue
mats out.
blockers.
Yeah, blue blockers, is that what they are? Yeah, exactly. She has
Coke
those.
bottle glasses.
But like you can't see, it's like pitch black. You can see nothing through them.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we can't see her eye.
You cannot see her eyes.
We're gonna go kill a librarian. Awesome.
But he will warn you both. Be careful. Her bite is worse than her bark.
It looked like he was making puns from his physicality. Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, he made a joke about her bite being worse than her bark, and his bark's worse than her bite.
That's a good joke.
Vincent, do you have anything that could help us with the task you're setting forward to us? Because I'm pretty tired, and well, the few tricks I have up my sleeve are pretty much exhausted.
You may each, by my leave, take one stick. Only a stick that has already fallen.
Okay.
Are these
Is there any
magic
cool?
sticks?
Yeah. Is there?
Make a survival check if you want to find the cooler sticks around.
Like a wand?
Survival.
Check.
8.
You find a stick. It's kind of gnarled, and it's more like
okay.
but you could pick that up, sure. Dahlia?
6.
Yeah, they're not. The sticks here they seem fine, but none are. But with that, sort of Vincent backs away. Kill her. And then you see Vincent disappear into a tree.
Well, okay.
Kill her! Vincent is stepping out of another tree about 30 feet away. Like,
Okay. We get it.
Okay.
Steps
I'm
back
gonna
into
kill
that
my
tree.
librarian.
You see Vincent at hold on. You see Vincent 60 feet away, the kind of like obscured by fog and other trees, step out and go. Kill her.
Okay.
Hopper looks up at both of you.
I like him. Yeah. I see why. I see the thing. I'm gonna say an infernal to him. Well, actually, Dahlia, do you kind of describe
Yeah, I'll
it?
translate, I guess.
Okay, so, oh, by the way, this rabbit speaks infernal. It's amazing. So, so do you have any of that, power that you want to share with us, little rabbit?
The rabbit considers digging more and just looks kind of tired. So the rabbit kind of just lifts a paw and just points back towards town and goes,
Kill her, and then you give us some power. Okay. Well, how about like a down payment or something? No. Like
make
an
a
advance?
persuasion check.
I love the haggling with the bunny.
Okay.
I wish
There
I
you
could.
go. 21.
21 will be good enough for a little something. Could you do me a favor, good
Yes.
sir?
Yes?
You're going to make a couple of rolls for me, but they're not
Oh,
all
boy.
20s, unfortunately. I need you to first roll a d10.
A D10, right. 4.
Now roll a d20.
7.
Okay. Hopper hops away from you and then starts digging in an area and eventually kind of like gestures for you to dig there.
Okay, I dig.
After a few moments, you find that hidden here is a steel and wood shield.
A steel and wood shield.
It's like a shield, like made of steel and wood.
I have a shield. I have it. I had. This is. I don't need the shield. Thank you though. Thank
Well,
you. Lena.
excuse me.
Do you need the shield? Here, take the shield.
If you take the shield up, you see that carved into the front of the shield is a face. And the face is kind of like, sort of like vaguely like, it's not really demonic, but it's definitely monstrous, and it's kind of like extremely broad, and the eyes are open and they're almost glowing, and there's this mouth curled. It's very like Henson puppet workshop kind of looking thing. There's something out of Labyrinth or something, but it's just
We
kind
are
of
the helping
growling.
hands.
Okay.
And and like you saw it upside down, you didn't notice that, but as Dahlia pulls it out, yes, you see that the front of the shield is adorned with this face.
I mean, Dahlia, if you'd liked it, I'm not going to part with my shield. I mean, this is a huge sentimental value for me. So
Yeah, well, I'm kind of fleshy, so I'll hold on to it then.
well, I mean, we're both fleshy. What does that mean? Wait, what?
Hopper, meanwhile, is just back and forth between the two of you.
Well, you have a shield because you're fleshy. I'm fleshy. I don't have a shield. That's all I meant by it.
Oh.
Yes, I would like to keep.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's just been a very long time in being stuck in, I've buried alive and all that stuff.
Listen, Sorrow, I'm all about empowering other women. I just don't.
I don't believe that, but let's go.
You said your passive is a what?
15.
15? Roll a perception check for me. You were kind of talking to her. I'm going to have you roll your passive as you guys are discussing this stuff.
24.
With a 24, though, you do notice, you're like something's... You turn back and you see that Hopper is digging in the dirt again.
Oh. Okay. I'll try to help him.
You start digging and he's like...
Oh, you're trying to
He's
write
writing another
something.
message, and at that point, he just goes...
No, it's okay. Just write it. No, finish. Just finish. You were almost there. Just finish. I know it's hard.
Constitution saving throw. 2. He just kind of like falls onto his side, but then he just kind of like raises a paw and gestures to the shield. Just down.
Okay. Well, thank you for the shield. We really appreciate it.
As you two kind of head back.
I'm just gonna say the thing. I'm gonna look at that shield, look at the face, and I'm going to say, the dark morning or whatever it was.
Yeah, sure. You'll say a thing.
Hello.
You get a bit of a like, yeah, from this very tuckered out White Rabbit.
No. I'm talking to the shield. The face in the shield.
Oh, that has no effect.
Okay. All right. Okay.
In any
Is
event,
there something special about the shield? It looks kind of...
I don't know. I think we've worn out the welcome. Can I pet him?
Sure. Hopper does not respond much to that. There's maybe a bit of a like.
Can I do an Arcana check on the shield?
Sure.
It's very soft though.
Well, that's a 1.
You're like.
And even with my bonus, it's not gonna do shit.
Like, Weird design, whatever. So off the two of you go. So I would like to thank all of our players tonight. We had some very disparate openings. But as you kind of head towards Main Street, Dylan is getting there around a time now, and we'll say that you guys kind of were in the woods for a while before encountering Vincent. So this was, a couple of hours by the time you were coming to Main Street, and Robert, you were finishing up your meal. It's expensive, but I mean, my God, you only live once. Well, sort of.
Delightful.
But as you all sort of are, so you do that, and then Dylan, this is you and this sort of woman, Stremzaz was her name. Although right now she does not really seem like a Stremzaz at all. But you also reach Main Street. But the first person who reaches it actually is Oksana. Oksana, you step onto Main Street. You can smell Dahlia. You're not sure if she's here, but you can smell her on the wind.
Oh, no.
You're coming nearer to her. But now that you're here, the bright lights twinkling, the sort of people going from diners to clubs, leaving the Scoundrel movie theater where they're playing some other horror film. You guys have never seen a movie there, by the way. You all really should go see a movie at the Scoundrel. Nothing bad happens in it.
I don't believe you.
But as you guys are sort of stepping out, oh, Oksana, you can hear the hearts beating. It's amazing. It's so... you've never felt like something is like makes your mouth water more than it's like you pass someone and you could just hear bum, 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 bum. And you see, it's like their veins are just going like vroom, 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 vroom. And to put it into old cartoon stuff, it's like roast chicken, or, et cetera, et cetera. And just every person you pass.
Okay. Am I able to resist this, or?
I mean, yeah, you're not.
Okay.
You were not being compelled at the moment, but it smells real good.
I will keep an eye out for someone who looks bad, who might be hurting someone else, who I might
make
be
an
able to
insight check as you look
take
around.
care of.
Sure.
Ooh. At 20. Dirty.
You notice, wandering down the street, you notice a guy named Reggie. You've seen Reggie around town. Reggie's kind of a problem. Reggie's, he's pretty rude to people, swindles people, kind of, he's kind of like a big guy, sort of physically imposing, kind of, takes advantage of people's good nature, like, insists on being paid more for stuff. He's just a real bully type. Right now, he's eating an ice cream cone, and there's a couple kids looking up at him like, and they just walk away like, that was ridiculous. But he's eating an ice cream cone like.
Can I approach the children very gently and with restraint and say, did he take your ice cream?
The kids look up at you. One of them, or actually, neither of them sort of see anything amiss with you. They kind of nod. And as you're this close to them, would you make a wisdom save for me?
Oh no. Ooh. Blood red die, incidentally.
Mm-hmm.
16 plus 5, 21.
You're like, but you don't need to eat this kid. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. You don't need to eat this kid.
Okay, well, I will look down at the child and say, I will take care of him for you.
They exchange look. You do look pretty tough, so they're like, okay. So they kind of just step over to like a wall and they're gonna like watch whatever goes on here.
What was the guy's name again?
I think we said Reggie.
Reggie?
Yeah.
Reggie.
I will approach Reggie
Mm-hmm.
and say, Reggie, you're taking ice cream from children. Why?
They bought it for me.
Can I approach him? Is he close to any walls?
Yeah. Now you're like on Main Street. You're like around Main Street. There's like a little side alley but you're kind of
Okay.
on the main street right now.
I will grab his collar and say, "Let's talk, Reggie," and drag him into the aisle.
Make
the alley.
this will be a contested grapple check, so go ahead and make an
Okay.
athletics check, and he'll do an athletics check.
Nat 20 plus
All right.
7.
So
27.
you drag him into this
Wow.
thing. He does not do that. You very easily do that. Now I will say, right at this point, you do really smell Dahlia, like on the wind. You remember what she smells like. She's nearby.
Okay.
But you've dragged him back here, and he's like, "What the hell?" He's about to fight. So are you attacking this guy?
I will. Is he grappled?
He technically is grappled. You won the grapple and dragged him 15 feet, half your speed.
Oh,
You dragged him into the thing. That's fine.
Can I sense if anyone is looking at what's going on? Or
That
are we
would-
deep enough in the alley?
That would be an action for you to do that.
But I can take 2.
No, I'll let you take another attack here, but if you want to do that, that's going to be like a new action. He'll
I will
get a
bite
chance.
him. I
You
will
just go ahead and
bite
bite
him.
him. Okay,
Yes.
make your attack. It is not an advantage, but go ahead and make the attack.
Come on, baby. Oh, what kind of, would that be strength?
No, it's on your sheet. It's a +7.
Oh!
This is where the
18.
game. This is where the game turns, where we actually all just turn into monsters.
18.
We're all
18?
gonna become the villains of the game.
Oh, God, 2 of you are already. An 18, huh? So first please roll 1d6 and add
Oh,
4
God.
to it.
Okay. Oh. Add 4?
Mhm.
Oh, because it's the bite. Duh. 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay, so 8 hit points, huh? All
Yeah.
right, he's looking good, but now please roll. He's looking not great, but please roll 2d6.
2d6. Okay. Well, let's get you. 5 and a 5.
Oh.
So his
Oh,
max
oh, oh.
HP descends by 10.
Boy.
Okay, and he has taken a total of 18 points of damage. Okay.
Okay.
Woo! Reggie's gonna scream for that
Um,
ice cream.
He will sort of scream, but really he's just gonna try to fight his way away from you.
Okay.
He's like a big guy, so he actually.
I'm a big girl. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm letting him have the stuff. So he is just gonna try to use his action to just break away from you. What'd you roll?
What did I roll? I roll again?
To hold him in place. It's contested. Make an athletics check.
Okay. I love these dice. 19 plus 7. 6.
Oh, wow.
26.
He is very much held in place. So you get to bite him again.
I will bite him again.
Okay. And you basically need to do... So first roll the 1d6 and add 4.
1 plus this 5 total.
5 total.
And then
Okay.
2d6.
2d6.
2 and a 4. 6. Plus-
Okay. So 11 total this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's still kicking,
Fuck!
but it's not going good for him. He will, however, shout out, kind of like, "Ugh!" And yes, for those wondering, I'm using a thug. I'm using I was looking at guard and I was like, that's over thing. So we'll go with a low level whatever thing. So Reggie, at this point though, his like trucker hat has fallen off or whatever, and he's like, he's trying to fight back, whatever. Go ahead and he's gonna try to break away from you again.
Okay.
So make another. Ooh, boy, that was good, and then it slid onto its side.
But, and this is athletics, right?
Athletics.
17 plus 7.
Plus 17 plus 7. Yep, you do it again. So one more bite.
One more bite. Okay.
This is now like 18 seconds of you ripping this
2
guy's
plus
throat
4,
out.
so 6. And then.
Wait. Did you roll to attack?
Yeah. Oh,
So you roll it's what was your to hit?
the 26.
No, that was your keeping him from running away.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But it's the same thing, so it's a plus 7.
19
Okay.
plus 7.
You
20.
he doesn't have enough hit points for you to possibly not. So just there we go. So with that,
Goodbye, Reggie.
you drink all 32 hit points of this guy. Well, I guess technically you didn't drink all that. You drank the 10, then the 6, then the whichever you did of that. So you actually, congratulations, you are going to have your regeneration will function for 24 hours. As long as you drink humanoid blood every time, you'll be able to regenerate.
Okay.
So that's the good news. The maybe less good news is that as you sort of look up, your mouth just like coated in blood, are just these two little kids standing at the edge of the alley who were excited to see you take care of this person. And they're just like, "Ah!" And they go running and screaming down the street. Dahlia and Sorrow, you've put your hood up again to try to mask your horns as you had done. You and Dahlia have reached Main Street. You see two children about 30, 40 feet away looking down an alley and running as fast as they can. Dylan, you and a young lady who's now walking with a real spring on her step now that you guys are away from that scary, it was so scary up there. But now we're on Main Street. We're going to the diner. We're going to get some ales and some capons. And she's got an arm through your thing, swinging her poodle skirt. But you see these two kids just shout. Robert Schlichter, you, having just emerged from the Paradise Steakhouse, walking kind of along the street, see two children running away from an alley.
Interesting. I walk toward the thing that they just ran away from.
I'm going to freeze, and is there an alleyway? I'm going to pull Dahlia into the alley.
The alley is if the only alley you could pull into is the alley they're just sort of running away from.
Is there any other? I want to get off the. I want to get off the street if I see these children running.
Yeah, you can go into a store that's next door.
Okay, I'll pull Dahlia into the store.
So yeah, you guys kind of step to Teddy Timor's. It's a clothing store. You guys can just kind of step in there.
Do I see any of these other people?
I will say, Dylan, what you have good passive, right? You have like 15?
15, yeah.
Yeah, you notice, you recognize Dahlia, and actually, we'll say that you're looking around, seeing this and seeing people freeze. You kind of glance around. You see Dahlia and Sorrow entering a clothing store. You see Robert Schlichter up the street from where you are. Yeah, everyone's here.
Do I see Dylan then?
With your 15, actually, you would see Dylan, yes.
Oh. I'll pull Dahlia in because I don't want her to get hurt. And I'll look out and see if I can clock Dylan. See what's going on.
I'm gonna ask Sarah what they're doing.
There's some you saw the children. You did see the children that were running, yes? It's probably something horrible, some horrible beast, or a gargoyle, or someone being dismembered or eaten, or perhaps their flesh is being flayed, or their soul is being consumed. Perhaps they're going through a phase worse than death.
Okay, well then why are you going back out?
No, I'm just poking my head. I saw Dylan there.
I will say that kind of like
message.
Oh, good idea.
From the rear of the store, about 20 feet away from you, is the shop girl here at Teddy Timor's. And she just goes,
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. If you're done talking about people being flayed, would you like to see our collection of neckties?
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah. Sure.
I'm going to message Dylan and let him know that we are
understood. So Dylan, you hear a voice in your head. It is Dahlia's voice. Dahlia, go ahead.
Dylan, apparently you survived too somehow, but there's some sort of commotion on the street, so we're kind of hiding out in the clothing store. I don't know if you want to come join us.
I'll say to Stremzaz, a couple of my friends just went in there.
Oh, let's go see your friends. Oh, that's so fun. Ooh, it's so exciting here on the street. And maybe you'll take me to a dance and we'll do a waltz?
And Dylan doesn't even question the voice in his head.
Well, I recognize the voice, right? 'Cause it's your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go see your friends. That's great.
Relative friends. I've never been to a dance.
That's fine.
I don't know how to do that. Also, I know that guy over there too. I pointed to Dr. Schlichter.
She kind of smiles at you. So, Robert, at this point, you're walking towards the alley, but now you see Dylan and a girl with a poodle skirt.
Dylan, don't go near the...
Oh, Dylan.
See you. Dr. Schlichter. I just saw Dahlia and Sorrow go in there.
Oh, Dahlia and Sorrow. Why don't we reconnect with them?
Yeah.
So, and she says, "Hi, I'm Stacy. It's so nice to meet you."
Hello, Stacy.
Hi.
Good to meet you as well.
You don't look well, if you don't mind me saying. You look like you've really been through something. You look so pallid and on the verge of death. It's crazy.
I've had a rough evening, yes.
Now, Oksana, you are in an
Yes.
alley. These children ran, and suddenly you hear these familiar voices. What are you doing?
I am I realize that there's like blood all over, right?
Oh no.
Okay,
I mean, it's
so
not
I
you.
will-
You were ravenous. It's certainly all over your face
Shouldn't
and
have
maybe
reached
some
out
on your
for
clothes.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ooh, did Reggie have like a bandana in his pocket?
Yeah. I mean, he's not a very cleanly guy. I imagine Reggie's wearing like a like a leather jacket and got like a.
I'll just take a piece of his shirt, rip it off, and wipe my face with it.
That's fine. He's like, actually, he's dead at this point. Just
Good. And I'll
Yeah.
push him behind some trash cans.
Oh no.
easily done.
Yes.
Um,
And then I will follow the voices, trying like cleaning my
Great.
face and.
So, Oksana, you've cleaned yourself up, and at this point, you look out and you see that Dylan, Dr. Schlichter, and this little girl with auburn hair and a poodle skirt, they all enter Teddy Timor's clothing store.
I will run to the door and realize that I'm moving a lot faster than I anticipated, and like skid to a stop at the door.
Understood. So we'll take a couple of moments with the rest of them inside. So Dahlia and Sorrow, you see Dylan and Dr. Schlichter and this girl walk in, and the girl's kind of like, "Oh, hi, I'm Stacy. It's nice to meet you."
I don't know what happened to Oksana and Dr. Schlichter, right?
You
Okay.
have not heard that story yet. Neither of you have. Yeah. There's a lot of levels of who knows what here, and it's a great thing,
boy.
guys. So
Hello, little boy.
Hi. I'm glad to see that you two are alive.
And yes, and you is well. Who's your friend here?
I'm Stacy.
Hello, Stacy.
She helped me out a lot. We were up on the mountain.
Mm.
Stacy, are you a student too, or?
Yep, I'm just a student, just like Dylan. We go to the same academy.
Okay.
Oh, Dylan, I didn't know you went to an academy. Do you?
I mean,
Oh, I mean, we work on the same farm.
I know I don't screaming outside and.
Oh,
and-
I was wondering because you do have like that sort of farm workers sort of.
I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. You know.
I
you
don't-
get
I don't-
it. You are
I do.
so exotic, ma'am. What's your name?
Who me?
She's talking to you, Dahlia. She's
No, I'm talking to you, ma'am.
Oh, to me.
Yes.
Oh, my name is Sorrow.
Sorrow? Wow, that's so cool. That's neat.
It's peachy keen.
Stacy, are you quite all right? Are
Oh.
you?
I am. I'm just so excited to be out and meeting Dylan's friends. It's so much fun.
You just. Okay.
And this one back here, this friend of his looks like he's in awful shape.
Oh, you do look horrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dr. Schlichter, I'm really glad to see that you made it out of there too.
Yes.
Dahlia,
I'm gonna ask again. Does anyone know what was going on outside? Because it seemed not good.
I don't know, but I'm really sorry, but I think Oksana is.
Ding, 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 ding. The door opens and Oksana walks in.
What?
Dahlia,
Oksana,
I
you look so good.
Oh, is this more of
You
your
lost-
friends?
Have you lost weight?
some very interesting things have happened
You're
to me.
so
It is
you're
hard to
so
explain.
pale and beautiful.
Yeah, well, thank you, but
Actually,
you know.
at this moment, she doesn't look pale at all.
Because she's just
You
feasted
look
on blood.
radiant and
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank
Does
you. I just
Dr. Schlichter look pale though?
Dr. Schlichter looks pale and wan.
Would I, having had an experience with vampires, suspect something's up with him?
Actually, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and make either a medicine or arcana check as you're looking at Dr. Schlichter before Oksana's come in here. Go ahead and make it either medicine or yeah.
I'll do Arcana.
You know, I just ate. I haven't eaten in a while, so that's probably why I
19.
have
19.
power.
Is that something
19.
cool?
No. No. Alright,
Yeah,
we'll
I
just
will
keep-
say that the fact Dr. Schlichter has like blood on his collar and like a like some kind of makeshift bandage and looks really, really pale is an indication of something. Stacy's in here looking stuff, and again, just the shop girl's back there. Like, is anybody interested in seeing our collection of winter coats?
When you say an indication of something, do I suspect that he's at least been...
Go back and find some more things, please. We're busy, okay?
Okay,
Go.
of course.
Go, stupid girl.
She goes off. Stacy's like, wow, oh my god, Dylan, I didn't know you had so many friends.
I'm like, I immediately run up to Oksana and hug her. And I'm like, thank you.
You need to get away from me, child. No, go to the other
What?
side of the store. Do not touch me. Go. Nobody touch me. Nobody get near me.
No, Oksana,
Are
this
you
is just
okay?
this is just a
But
reflex. You have to stop pushing people away.
I'm going to
saved my life earlier.
message to talk to Oksana.
What do you say to Oksana with your
He's
message?
like, Oksana, I'm so relieved that you're all right, but I think something's wrong with Dr. Schlichter.
Can I talk back?
Yes.
You can?
There is something very wrong with Dr. Schlichter. I can explain later, but we will. Just don't get near him. Don't get near me. But I promise I will not hurt you.
So you basically get most of that info out, Oksana. It's kind of a shorter thing, but I will
Babbling.
say that as you, as Dahlia, kind of, the rest of you just kind of saw Dahlia, like, point at Oksana, and maybe sort of like whatever your arcane focus is, whatever you sort of hold, kind of, you did some sort of gesture. And the rest of you probably recognize what that might mean. But Stacy goes, why are you pointing at her like that? That's so weird. What are you doing? And the two of them, like, stay frozen having this mental conversation. But Stacy's like, that was crazy.
I had a stain on my shirt from much earlier. That she was pointing at.
Oh, you had a stain in your shirt? Stacy kind of comes up real close and just kind of
Do
like
not.
is like
Oh.
looking on your shirt. Oh, I see. You missed a little bit right here, and kind of points at a little spot, a red spot right there on your garment.
Can I sense if she's human?
Make a perception check. I would actually allow that for you to just sort of see.
21.
You sense a heartbeat. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You sense blood. I don't know if you like, I mean, you've seen there's other kinds of creatures, so you're not sure about that, but it doesn't,
Okay.
she doesn't seem to be like an undead thing. But she just goes, Dylan, your friends are so crazy. Are you gonna fall over, Doctor? Are you okay? Should we get you some leeches or something?
I feel I will be okay. However, your affect seems incongruent with the situation currently. Are you delusional? Are you okay, miss?
Insight check from her. Hold on. Oh yeah,
I don't.
she's my. Ooh. She goes, I don't know what most of those words mean.
It means the way you're acting appears to be inappropriate for the given situation.
I'm sorry. I'm so nervous to meet Dylan's friends. You're right. She just kind of walks back over to Dylan. Sorry if I'm embarrassing you. And she just kind of politely watches.
Dylan, may I speak with you?
Okay, doctor.
I
Over, yeah.
whisper, who's this character you've stumbled upon here?
She is someone who helped me out, get out of the situation on the mountain. I know she's kind of behaving a little weird, but she's a lot stronger than she looks.
It sounds as if she was helpful. If you had to judge her character and safety for being within this group, would it be a positive thing for her to be with us, or maybe something that would create risk?
And is this a conversation you're having only with him, or are you including the other
With
members
him.
of your party?
With him, I don't want her to hear it.
She when you sort of went to him, she stepped away. She's walking through the aisles looking at clothes. So if you want to include the other party members, you could.
Yeah, that's sounds good. If everybody else.
So
can hear it.
Dahlia, you are over there since it seemed like you were about
Okay.
to mentions.
Oh, I was just gonna say, since it seems like she's putting on a bit of a performance, would I be able to like
Oh.
Ooh.
pick up on anything wrong?
I mean, it would be an insight check, but are you proficient in insight?
Am I? Yes.
Okay, then it's
But like with +1.
so that means because you have a flat wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's from your jack of all trades. Great. So for you, it will be a +7 because I'm going to let you use an insight charisma check. So I'm going to let you use your charisma, so you get your +6
Nice.
to charisma and a +1. So it's a +7 as you do an insight on her, and kind of.
Yeah. I'm intelligent, but my wisdom is not good.
I haven't rolled for this yet.
I know.
Actually, what are they?
15. It's an 8.
Stressed.
I rolled real good for her. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. She does not seem to be performing. She just seems upon her saying she's nervous to meet his friends.
Okay.
There's a party that's like we've all almost been there.
I thought maybe she was just another actress and she was, method or something, but apparently she's just genuinely retro. Okay.
I feel like a kindred
I mean,
spirit
and
with
again, sorry, part of the way I'm describing her is like, she's very on model for most townsfolk. I guess I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Other than her referencing like academies and gold and captains and such.
And leeches.
And
I think
leeches.
we're
That was
past-
odd, certainly. Yes.
I think we're past the leeches.
You are past the leeches here. But yes, so Robert, please
Wait, what do
continue.
you?
Maybe
So,
it's like, maybe
you
it's
use
like the
some-
blood facials, it's a thing, I guess.
Blood
But
facials.
Do you just test what, like healing word or?
I have a question for the DM.
Please.
Did I see Oksana die? Or was I out of the house? I'm trying to remember if I saw her.
You didn't
I think he was out.
I think you broke away. Oh no, you know what? You wouldn't have seen her die. But I think you did because I think the German vampire taunted you from like the doorway as you ran past. Because she kind of let you go because she was already drinking one, and she had already said you could leave because Dylan said let Oksana go, and she said cool, and then said you can go and Oksana.
You tried. It's fine.
Okay.
So,
I'm trying to figure out, the situation right now, who this new character is, and Oksana is in the group with us right now.
Oksana's here with you, and Oksana definitely. The last time you and Dylan saw Oksana, she was death's door.
Okay, so Dylan, I would like to compare our perception of what happened the other evening, earlier with Oksana. Can you describe what you saw for the rest of the group?
Yeah, so we, me and Dr. Schlichter and Oksana, we went into a house, and there was this woman who lived there who I knew from church. She was real weird, like weirder than normal. And then there was someone in the kitchen that he was like a real weird guy too. And then there was someone else that appeared, and she was like, I'll let you get to pick which one goes. And basically, they were vampires.
So,
And
Dahlia and Sorrow, this is I think the first you're hearing of this.
And Oksana saved my life by getting me out of there and protecting me. But then, Oksana, last time I saw you, you were looking worse than Dr. Schlichter looks now.
Well, there's a lot that happened in the time between then and the time that we are seeing each other now. So, but everything is okay. I am not.
Oksana, you're a vampire?
Don't you know the story of
what?
Dracula? Like you don't eat everyone. It's complicated. I have taken measures to ensure that I will not eat any of you. Like Robert, you're spent. Dylan, you're nice. Dahlia, Sorrow, I'm not even sure if I can eat you. So and I'm.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
Good. I'm
I
good.
get it.
Well,
Just other me again. It's fine. No, it's
it's
fine.
not. It's
fine.
not that. It's just that I don't know if you are. I'm going to stop talking because that is just going to
I
sound
have
offensive.
blood. Oksana, I have blood. I don't.
Well, do you want me to try you out? No, I will not. That was a joke. That was a joke. No, Dahlia, I'm not going to hurt you. I promise.
What assurance do we have?
Well, with you, nothing, but everyone else.
Very well.
Why does everyone care about end up dead or monsters?
I'm not a monster. I feel like I look pretty good. Sorrow said that I look great.
But you are technically dead now.
Well, that, but I still am. I have a heart. That I'm still alive. For all intents and purposes. Just
Does your heart still beat?
Does it? That's a great question.
No,
Oh God.
it's not beating.
Metaphorically, yes. But physically, perhaps not. We don't know. It doesn't beat anymore, but it is still there.
Taking dialogue ideas from chat. Is that the
That was so good. Thanks, Book and Dagger.
Shout out to Book and Dagger.
Oh, that's delightful. I literally just opened up the chat thing and saw that pop up, and then you said it. That was amazing. So, I'll say, as you sort of say that poignant moment, kind of from about like 30, 40 feet away, they have really crazy clothes here. The stuff here is so cute. Oh, Dylan, you should wear coats like this, right? Or for older people than you, maybe.
Yeah.
You'd look good in it.
Thank you.
So, Dylan, is she like your girlfriend?
No, she's again, she's just someone who helped me out, and kind of like she knows. I think somehow she knows a lot about. Seems like she knows a lot about the kind of like situation we're in, and kind of like gesturing like broadly up, like all that. I don't know what, but
Well, I'm not confused about what situation we're in. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do, but somehow Sorrow and I got roped into killing the librarian, and I'm a little uneasy about that.
Is this librarian? Is she human? Is she bad? Because I can take care of that. I found out that I could do that out on the street. I won't go into detail, but
I don't know if she's actually one of the humans.
She's a witch, apparently.
I think that with the role you had, Dahlia, you understand the idea of like you could identify her as like a fae creature.
Okay.
She appears to be a human, but she is like a fae sort of thing.
Yeah. So she is a witch. She has, I guess, magic powers, like a beautiful fairy who does bad things and makes tree monsters really unhappy.
Oh, okay, but
who now want to kill us if we don't kill her, so kind of.
Interesting. So.
I will actually. I don't know what to roll for this. I'm gonna do. Let's try a. Damn! Why don't I get natural 13s? Is the thing. Okay, so Dylan and I'll put her int on it. Okay, just Dylan and can't think. Sorrow. Nobody else has a passive of 15, do they? Passive perception.
I might. Where is it?
No.
One of these days I'll have a character.
15.
Oh,
I have 15.
Then congratulations. Now that you're a Wampira, you hear this as well. But you guys hear some like minor like scuffling, kind of like at the back of the store.
I look. What's going on?
It's kind of like obscured by the various, kind of like clothing racks.
I head to the front of the store.
You head to the front of the store. Okay. You're at the door of the front of the store.
Yeah, I'm just going to pause.
I'm gonna move towards Stremzas.
You don't see her.
Oh. I'm gonna pull out the sword I have.
Okay. Interestingly, because that was actually part of the glamour, I did not mention this earlier. You notice that suddenly a sword appears in Dylan's hand. The sword and the staff, they are not visible unless you pull them out.
Oh, awesome.
Sorry. Yes.
Holy shit,
So you guys
kid.
see Dylan just pulls this sword out, and it looks magical, and actually, it has it's really cool. It's like the blade is blood red and mirrored. But I believe that some of the sigils on it seem pretty fiendish to you, Sorrow.
Oh.
But Dylan, so you have that blade out.
Um,
But Sorrow, you've kind of backed up, so you see that, but you're kind of over at the door. Where is everyone else?
I mean, I guess I'm stepping back for a moment. I was not expecting that.
I will put myself between a safe distance from Dahlia, but in between whatever's going on, the scuffling in the back.
Okay. I guess I should for just in case I should roll that. Nope. So then it will be another. Ooh, a natural one though. Okay. So now you hear like a rack getting knocked over, and you kind of hear some voices, and you hear kind of like somebody like, and then I like that.
Stacy?
Kind of like from back there, kind of like, yeah. Oh, are we heading out?
What's going on? What's going on back there?
Oh, I'm just trying something on.
Oh no.
I look over my shoulder at Sorrow and say, I do not like her. I do not.
I don't like I get the strange feeling from her.
Same. She's
I
weird.
I had to say, okay, you look great.
Thank you so much.
It's like
I
your
think it's-
clothes. It's like your
gonna-
silhouette is great.
Thank you. I feel more fit and more, ironically, more alive.
Mhm.
I'm gonna slowly creep up that way.
Okay. You kind of creep back up there towards the, oh yeah, now it's just not even a thing. And you sort of notice as you kind of come around, actually Stacy kind of like pops up, and says, it wasn't really my size anyway. Are we going? That's fine. And she just kind of swaying do. And Dylan, as you kind of, she walks past you, as you look back behind her, you see that shop girl,
Oh,
it's
I knew it.
like much of her face and neck are completely withered, and like carved away, and you see that like it's like it appears some bones were removed from her, but like have just been left there as if like inspected and discarded. But you do see the faintest glimmer of this kind of like ghostly skeletal hand that was like clinging on to her, sort of like effervescing away as if mystically.
Wow. And then I'm gonna whisper to her.
Ooh. She kind of winks at everyone as Dylan's like leaning down to whisper to her.
This, they're all like me, like they know what's going on here.
Oh, cool.
But also please don't do that to them, or.
Oh, Dylan doesn't. Oh, are you guys worried I'm going to kill you all?
I mean, I wasn't, but
Wait, what?
I don't want to kill any of you. No, you're Dylan's friends. We're having a great time.
Oh, I swear to God, this place is just horrible.
These kids nowadays are...
I'll put the sword away.
And then she'll
This
sort
is
of,
really cool.
and then actually in Infernal she will say, also your horn is showing, my dear.
oh.
And then she goes,
Oh wait, I speak Infernal.
so yeah, you heard that.
Oh, you speak Infernal?
Oh, you heard everything he was saying to Hopper. There you go.
Yeah.
So, but she's like, oh, yeah,
I didn't
no.
mean any of the things I said to Hopper about you, Dahlia. I'm sorry.
What did you say, Sorrow?
You know,
just-
I don't like to let people know that I speak this until it's useful. It's like going to the nail shop and not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, are you sure they're not going to kill each other, Dylan? Will it be okay if we just watch that?
I just don't want to be the cause of it.
Oh, that is so sweet. Well, yeah, let's, well, who are we going to kill if we're not going to kill you guys?
The
don't-
librarian?
Oh,
Great!
Yeah.
Sure. Let's. That sounds fun. Let's.
Let's go. Yes. Yes.
That sounds great.
Might as well.
You seem very enthusiastic about killing something, and that is not comfortable for me because you are. Dylan, how old are you?
I'm 15.
You are what, 14, 15? Or do you have immortal soul like I now do?
Oh. 'Cause
By a
you're-
show of hands, who here is human now?
I mean, that's a very sort of human.
No, you're not. You're not, she says to Oksana.
I'm just getting used to this. It's only been one day, one half day.
I think that we should say like perhaps like the living. Who among us is
Oh,
the
who's
living?
alive?
Barely.
Well,
No, not you, not you, not you. You're
I am
not.
not used to this. I just know.
She grabs.
What?
No, see, I'm not saying. She grabs Dahlia's hand and puts it kind of like on like the top of Oksana's chest. And goes, feel. And it's just still, kind of cold.
Oksana. Dahlia's gonna start to cry again.
Oh, Dahlia, I am still me. I came back for you. Look, there is no beating heart, but I have a heart.
Do you need a heart? There's one up. I can get you a heart.
Shut up, kid! I'm trying to say something great and romantic, and you fucked it up. Never mind, Dahlia. I wanted to be around you again, and so I'm here, and I'm here, and I don't have a heart, but I'm here.
Okay, as long as you're alright. I guess.
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I mean, no, but I'm alive. I don't like this smile.
This is
Okay.
hard.
Anyway,
So are we gonna go kill? We're gonna go kill the librarian.
yes.
now?
Let's go
Let's
kill
go
the
kill the
librarian.
librarian.
Let's this dysfunctional relationship. We can keep
She
moving
she
forward.
puts an arm in Dylan's arm, and you guys sort of walk out. So you guys are gonna head over to the library.
This is just horrible.
The mood outside seems a little animated. You do notice as you guys have like crossed the street and you're heading sort of down the street to the library, kind of back where you were. There's like a bit of a crowd forming where these two kids have like gathered a few people, and they're like, "No, this lady was drinking this guy's blood. It was crazy." And somebody says, "I think you've been watching one too many movies over at the Scoundrel, kid," etc.
I just like. Can I assume that I'm in a tracksuit?
Sure. That'll actually make you somewhat, but actually, why don't you just make a, it's not a stealth, make a performance check, Oksana. Just to sort of be
Oh, that's
very...
not good. A 9.
A 9.
Make a fit check.
Fit check.
Fortunately for you, it's kind of busy, and these kids have not really noticed you as they're, but they're describing. So, you guys head toward the library. Library is kind of like a brick building. It's on Main Street, but kind of further at the end. If you kept going beyond here, I don't think any of you were alive for it, but you'd eventually reach the 10-foot pole strip club, where recently some zombies were rad.
Do I remember any of it from Will?
Will, that's right. Because Will was around Will was at that. No. Will wasn't there. It was your previous person died. Whoever you were died at that. You were trying to climb on the car. That was yeah. Will was the next one. That was, he isn't after you. He's after someone's called Skywalker. That was, Scoot. That was Scoot.
No, that was Jed's character. But yes.
Scoot, who scooped. Scoot, who scooped. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my gosh. So, in any case, the 10-foot pole. So, you all are wandering there, but none of you really even have a memory of that because that was before souls were transferring consciousness and stuff. But yes, you see the library. The light is still on, even though it's night. There doesn't seem to be anybody going in or out.
well, because it's, nighttime.
I like to read books at night.
I mean, okay. Good.
Should we scope it out?
Absolutely.
Do you wish? Are you, listen, little girl?
Are you talking to Stacy?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, that's me. Yes.
Are you also not? I get the sense you are also not what you seem.
Well, that depends on what I seem like.
You
Weird.
You seem like a girl who is like from where I am from, but you're not from here, are you?
I've been saying stuff that, right. I'm not from here. No, that's true.
Okay. Well, would you like me to? I don't know. Should I go up on top on the roof, or should we just go around the back, or what should we do?
I can now see very well in the dark, so I can.
Oh, so can
I've been here
I.
before. Would I know of alternate ways to get into the library?
There's the main entrance. Sure, yes, you do know that there is kind of a rear side entrance. That's where they take book donations.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You don't think it's always open, but you've definitely seen people go in and out of that. So sometimes that one's locked, but it is back there.
So, I'll tell everyone. So there is another entrance. It's where they take the books that people donate. We could try sneaking in that way because I imagine that she would see us if we come in. How many librarians typically do I know are there? Because usually there's more than one.
There's typically a couple, but this late at night might only be one. You're not sure.
Okay. So there is the side entrance. I don't know if she'd be at the front desk or shelving books. So we could try the main, or we could go around the side, but it might not be open.
Would we have a view of where we suspect she would be through the window?
You could go up to the window. I mean, it's like big like glass front windows. You could go up there and kind of look into those. There also are some windows that kind of like are like along kind of like higher windows that you can't really see from the street. So if you could get up there somehow, you could look in those.
Can I walk up to the building and climb spider walk up to the?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So you guys see. So are you gonna just walk on your feet, or are you gonna like climb up the?
I will casually walk.
Okay.
With my
So
feet.
yeah, you see that Oksana just like starts walking up the side of the building, like hands free, just as like walking vertically.
Oh, this is new. I
Well
you
done.
know. This
In
is
that case,
neat.
then I'll go ahead. There's no one else around right now. I mean, if she's walking up the.
Oh, I didn't
No.
say that.
If I see
there's-
anyone else.
I mean, if you glance around, there are a few people. Now it's darkish, and she is wearing a tracksuit actually.
It's a dark one.
It's a okay, fair. So like she's not
Okay.
popping out
Maybe
hugely.
blue.
There's people walking around, but no one is looking at the side of the library as far as you know. If you want to like spend an action like perceiving and looking, you could, but so far it doesn't seem like any just passive commoners are checking.
No,
it
I'll
out.
let Oksana do.
As I get closer to the window, though, I will like crouch down against the wall
Yeah, you kind of then
and
like crouch up and just peek in. Make a perception check.
I mean, we could always
I
just,
love
split the
these
party.
dice. 22.
22. You glance in. You notice that there are two people sitting together at a table, doing like homework. They seem to be students. Oh, it's two guys, and they're kind of like cuddling up, but like trying to like not be observed by the librarian. But you notice some like holding hands or like sitting close, but they're both kind of like in the process of doing some homework. You don't see any other like kind of like patrons of the library, but you do see kind of at the near the front there is a desk, and there is a librarian there.
Okay, and if I just drop down, will that cause harm, or do I have to walk down?
You are not immune to non-magical damage. You are just resistant to it. So yes, you if you drop, you'll take some damage. 'Cause you're
Okay,
probably
so I'll just
so you
spider
just kind
down.
of spider down real quick. Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can walk back over and relay that to the others. And Stacy's just there.
So what did you see?
I tell them. There was two young gentlemen who were studying, but not studying, trying to get close, but it is forbidden for them to get close because, in this day and age, it's not exactly acceptable. But, they are making it work here in this town. And they're studying, but they're getting close.
Wait,
getting
in this town, what's not acceptable?
Nothing, little girl. Anyway, there is a librarian at the far desk over there. So, I'm just saying that there are...
Okay, so she would see us if we came in through the main entrance.
Yes. Wait, that's what I
Yeah,
perceived, right?
yes,
Okay, yes.
So what is it about this librarian that we are trying to kill for? What's the reason?
We
Well,
don't know.
apparently she's an evil witch with
She tricked this beast. I think we just kill her just to do it.
She's
a
a
bunny
witch?
and a tree told us to do it.
What?
Interesting.
I realize how crazy that sounds.
Yes.
Eh.
Perhaps we'll have an appointment later.
But I mean, all things considered, after everything else we've seen, I don't think it's that crazy.
I mean, interacting with the bunny seems a lot more calm than anything I
the bunny was
interacted
very
with on the
cute. He
mountain.
seemed really well behaved.
There's a lot of attitude.
Or
I
she
have to say, a
actually
lot of
didn't establish
sass, a lot of attitude. I liked it.
Well,
Anyway, okay.
so I'm gonna kill the two guys, and you're gonna kill the librarian.
No,
or
we
I'm
are
doing
not.
the-
No, we're not killing.
No, I think
the
we all
boys.
focus. I think we all need to focus just on the librarian. Like, let's leave. Like, they're having a nice time. We don't.
Yeah,
need to kill
they
them.
do not. Life is already hard enough for people like us. So I like them. Like people, we need to get them out of the library safely,
Okay.
and then get to the library. So,
Dylan, is that what you want?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay, well, I can scare them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't we,
I mean-
could we just set off a fire alarm or something?
that's we can do.
Yeah, but that would
That would draw-
get
that
draw a lot
would-
of attention.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
You're saying you set it on fire, you said?
No.
Alarm them through
no,
fire?
No. Don't set the library on fire.
No,
Okay.
I cover my eye instinctively. Like, no, we're not setting it on fire.
'Cause she was putting kind of a hand on your shoulder there, Dylan, like, because,
Yeah.
then she kind of gives you, like,
Stacy,
What if we just sent? What if some of us went in through the main entrance and could be a distraction and
Yes.
would talk to the boys and come up with a reason for them to leave, and then others
Yes.
to try to come in through the back entrance?
yes, I think that perhaps Dylan and Dahlia, perhaps you should go, and then the rest of us will stay, and then you give us a signal, or you send me a message, and then we'll go in through the back door, and we'll easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Wait a minute, Robert. Can I call you Robert?
please.
Okay. What if they get the boys out, you go to the library and pretend to be asking for some smart, intelligent book, complicated name, make it very long, lots of authors. We
Oh,
sneak in
yes.
through the back. Just to keep her distracted, get the boys to safety so they can do their thing. Like Sorrow said, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well, I could go in and convince the boys to leave.
Yes.
Well, if they're holding hands, then maybe you couldn't.
He's got a very good point.
I'm not going to convince them to leave like that.
Why don't we have Stacy over here, who seems to have a penchant for violence and psychopathic tendencies?
oh, actually, they're
Yes.
actually very, very rational.
Wonderful.
If you're from where I am, it all makes perfect sense.
Excellent. I'm understanding you more. Why don't you just take care of this librarian for us? You seem very eager to do so, and we can stand back and see what you can do. We just make sure to get the boys out nice and easy. How does that sound to you?
I'd love that.
Okay.
So
Dylan?
I'll kill the librarian, who you said is
please.
a witch.
Yes.
Apparently.
Like, just like a witch.
No, like an evil fae creature.
Like a
witch
hag.
Hag thing, yes.
No problem. Easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
What is that? Is that an incantation here or something?
No, I don't, it's something that my mother said to me.
Jeepers.
Dylan, do you trust this?
Papers,
this...
take a look at those papers.
I mean, I think that I wouldn't be shocked if Stacy can really do this easily, but I don't know. I've never seen one of these fey creature hag witches.
Stacy,
Mm-hmm.
only the witch. We are not here to kill anyone else. No one else dies.
Sounds good.
I do not trust you.
I'm not going to kill anyone else. You asked me not to. You're letting me kill someone, so I'm fine.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. This will be good. We finally give some way forward in this horrible, horrible place. It's only slightly better than being trapped in that cart, I will say.
Well,
All right. So I'm going in just right now? Just me?
How do you plan to get the boys out? Just call
Do
them
we
out?
even need to get the boys out?
I wasn't
Yes!
going to do that. I was just going to go kill her.
No. Very well.
Well,
Okay.
I'd still maybe like to.
Dahlia, why don't you go in? Tell you what, Dahlia, you go in and get the boys out while.
Nah, just don't. We don't want any collateral damage, and I don't want anyone to get
Okay,
hurt.
then go do it. Go do it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
tell them there's milkshakes, and maybe
Yes.
they'll.
Yeah. Maybe
Run.
they'll be in your yard, and then
Someone's
maybe
yard.
they'll go fetch them.
Yes,
shit.
I have milkshakes in my yard for them.
Yeah.
Is a library considered a residence or no?
If someone lives there, it is.
Does the hag live there?
You don't know?
Okay. Yeah.
So, Dahlia is going in first.
Yeah, but aren't there usually like signs saying those who seek knowledge are welcome here or something outside of libraries?
Things like that are often
It's like an
present.
invitation.
So Dahlia, you're going to go in?
Yes, I'm going to go in and tell the boys that there are free milkshakes. if
Understood.
They
So you-
hurry and leave.
So you walk up. Now there is this woman at the desk, and she kind of looks up as you enter, and she has this very intense. They're blue blockers, is what they're called.
I mean,
I believe I've heard that. So yeah, she's got these like really. But she kind of looks up and goes, "Welcome. We'll be closing soon."
Yes. Thank you.
She
Gonna
kind of
go
just.
collect my friends over here.
Oh. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. You head to these boys. They sort of, upon noticing you coming, they kind of, like, you see some hands that were under a table both go back up over the table as they're reading through books. And one of them looks up and goes, wow, you're a beautiful woman. Fancy I'd see a girl like you in a place like this, huh? I bet you, I bet you, you want to go out sometime?
Honey, we both know you don't want to go out with me, but I'd happily be a beard for you some other time. But
What?
you might want to go.
I want to
There's
go
some
out with
free
you?
milkshakes for both of you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's some free milkshakes out out of the
Okay.
diner, but you've got to go like right now.
You
It's like limited edition, but the two of you could go get like strawberry milkshake to share.
strawberry milkshake? No way. That's pink. I want a blueberry milkshake. The other one's
Sure.
like, that's no. You just would want chocolate or vanilla. You wouldn't. Yeah, I want a chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, chocolate, vanilla. You could do both. Make it a swirl. You know, whatever floats your boat. But you've got to go right now.
Okay. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'll come by later.
All right. Well,
Cool.
I hate I love to see you go, but I hate to watch you. Fuck. He stands up and just starts. The other one's like, I don't want a milkshake. He's like, well, there's girls there, so apparently they have like a really loaded look between them.
I'm gonna
And
turn
then
to the other boy.
just packs up his bag and walks out.
Okay.
There's a real uncomfortable moment between these guys. The guy who leaves, the one who's like was saying stuff to you, he'll close with a, do those legs go all the whatever, she's clearly crazy, and then he just walks out. So the boys leave.
Do I see them leave?
You guys see them walk out. Now, Dahlia, you're still inside, and you do
Yeah.
notice that as you kind of turn around and they've wandered out quickly. You do notice that the librarian is staring at you very, like, kind of with her kind of the big black glasses. Just there's something very eerie about the way she's looking at you.
Yep. Going to push their chairs in for them because they left rather in a hurry. You know,
They did?
boys are. And then just I'm gonna leave now.
Please keep your voice down when you're in the library next time.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. I was, there was a good deal on milkshakes, and I just want to make sure that they knew. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get out of the way now because I know you're about to close.
Wait. She stands up, and the way she moves doesn't seem human. She kind of like rises very like, there's something too gliding about her movements. Something is odd. She's very thin, very spindly, but she leans forward to you, Dahlia. And she will say, are you wearing like a necklace or any earrings or any kind of jewelry or any such? Are you still in an Elizabethan dress?
Am I? I think I still am in the
Remember if I
Elizabethan
can't. I
dress.
feel like.
I
Oh no!
don't think
You
you are.
No.
you slept in your room with sorrow
Yeah,
and
that's
with
me.
sorrow and
Um,
so you're in sort of clothes. Do you have any like jewelry? Any?
I might have like well actually I would have not put on a ring or anything. No, I don't think so.
Then she'll simply kind of sort of like say, your dress, your blouse, it's so interesting. Can I take a closer look?
It's really getting late. I should probably just go. But I'm happy to give you the name of my seamstress who does all my alterings and fittings.
Okay.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm gonna go.
You turn around. Now the rest of you notice. Actually, it's kind of like there's multiple things, but Dahlia, you do sort of. Actually, you have very low perception. The rest of you, are you guys all like watching in a way where like you could be seen from inside? Okay, cool.
No.
Then
No.
Then okay. Then none of you would notice this because Dahlia's perception is kind of low. But Dahlia, you do hear like a gasp behind you.
Uh-oh.
Do you turn back?
No.
You definitely don't have to. You can just kind of book it out.
Nope, I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay, so Dahlia just walks out. And you guys come. So you guys see Dahlia emerge. Like the boys came out about a minute, 2 minutes later. Dahlia comes out.
Are
and
we able to? Is
you're all
there
over
anywhere
there
where we
now.
can look? Is there anywhere where we can look in? Or no?
There's not really anywhere you can look in where the librarian might not also see you from there, kind of at like the front. You know, she's like at the front desk to check people in and out.
Right.
Unless you climbed up the stuff, that's kind of how Oksana saw the full thing. But those two boys left, and now you're kind of all there. And if you want to climb up, you can. But
I'll then in that case I'd like to check to see if anyone's looking.
okay, make a perception check. Stacy's like, do I get to kill her yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By all means.
That was this 7.
7. You don't seem to see anybody around.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and then just sort of loosen my top and then fly up to where.
Oh, perfect. Yes, you'll use your You'll let those.
And I look back and I give Oksana a wink.
So you fly
Very
up
nice.
there. What you see as you peek in is kind of like from above. You see this, this woman, like putting her glasses back on. It's like she's just. It seems like she's just adjust them. But she sort of stands up and she's just like, She kind of seems, she's like gliding very eerily, kind of back and forth, like, oh dear. As if like nervous, and I think because of this, perhaps making some preparations. Stacy is gonna go in.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. For luck. She just she squeezes Dylan's arm and goes, all right.
Witch versus the witch.
Here I go. So she is gonna walk in. It's 9:30. So there's two ways I can do this, and I'm gonna have you guys reply on this. Because we have a very interesting thing in that these two characters, by no design of my own, are the same level of spellcaster.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
So rather than me just literally like play through a full combat, I think I would and kind of I'm looking at the spells they have, and honestly there's they can do some stuff to each other. So I think what we will do here is either we will call it for tonight and we will sort of resume with the fallout of this, or if you guys wanted to take a few more minutes here, I guess we could potentially have you make some rolls and maybe trigger me some sweet 13s and find out how things conclude.
I would like to. I want to keep going. I want to.
Sure,
I want to see.
spookies.
I want
We
to
gotta see
see.
this.
I want to. I mean, I want to see what they do, and then
All right.
I want
You
to.
You also are uniquely
We also
watching.
can
Okay, so
We also think can swoop in.
this corner.
Yeah. We've
So,
been edging.
so-
we gotta let it go.
And like
So-
once there's the sound of thing one, Dylan is gonna like be peeking around the corner to watch.
perfect. Oh, that's
I
so
need
good.
to open a window.
Okay,
I'm getting stressed.
so in that case,
Pay-per-view, Lich versus the witch.
who would like? I think Dylan, you're definitely gonna roll
She's
for
a-
Stacy. I think.
Right.
She was a lich.
Oh,
Now she's just a. Well, never mind.
a former lich.
Well, she kind of is. She's got some stuff going on.
Basically.
God, if she can just harvest a few souls here, she's gonna be a
She's
primo
a
situation.
complex female character.
She actually really, Stremzaz is very interesting. So Dylan, I'm going to have you roll on behalf of Stremzaz. Would anyone like to roll on behalf of Minutia? Would anyone like to be the dedicated Minutia roller?
Oh,
Tell you what, you two will.
Yeah.
And
Papa.
actually, I think Andrew, which side of this would you like to more be on?
Minutia.
You want to be on Minutia's side?
Yeah.
Great. So in that case, I'm going to have Andrew and Lauren and Liv. You're going to handle that, and then Zane and Dan, if you guys can handle things for Stacy. So I'm going to do initiative every round. So can we get who would like to roll initiative for Stacy and who would like to roll it for Minutia? It's just kind of like one of the two sides each time.
I will.
Okay.
Ooh. It's a 4 on the die for
Oh.
Stacy.
17.
Oh.
17, and with
This.
so that actually gets it to 18 versus 6. Okay, great. So basically, so guys, what you guys hear is, ooh, and she doesn't have. Oh no, this sucks for Minutia. I'll tell you what though, I'm gonna let Minutia make this real quick because she sees this person come in. Would one of you on Minutia's behalf, she has a +3 to Arcana. Liv, please roll a +3 Arcana check on Minutia's behalf. This is to see if she notices the person coming at her is probably a necromancy type person.
So I get +3 to whatever
You get a
I roll.
+3 to this roll.
That is 10.
10. So no. So she comes in and Minutia just out of the gate is like, here we go, and Minutia hits her with a blight in the face. So I need for Zane, could you please roll a Constitution save for Stremzaz? It is a +1.
Nat 20. +1.
Wow. Okay, so I'm actually going to say because of the full resistance and has resistance making the save, the blight kind of washes over. Stremzaz, and she's just like, oh, great.
Oh shit.
Stremzaz is going to retaliate. I think. So, would you guys like Stremzaz to go big at the beginning, or you wanted her to
huge?
work up?
No, big.
Well,
Go big,
you're
yeah.
not Stremzaz.
Let's go big.
You're the minutia
Oh
side.
yeah.
You
Oh,
should have
sorry.
made decisions.
Sorry. I get the names mixed up. I'm absolutely.
Oh,
Stremzaz side.
you're on the necromancer
Oh,
side.
1000%.
Very sorry. Okay, gotcha. So it's
1000%.
So it's guys versus gals, understood.
Yes,
So so in
yes.
that case, if you guys want to go big,
big.
she will just kind of say, "Oh, okay," and she will trigger a circle of death. So Lauren, could you please roll me a +3 Constitution saving throw?
Nat 20 plus 3.
Oh man.
Wow.
Oh.
This
So these two.
is my new favorite die.
However, Dan, can you give me 8d6? And she'll
I
take
can
half
give
of
Oh my
this.
god.
I can give that to you.
Oh yeah, yes. Whoever rolls 8d6 first, just get the number on that.
I got
I'm keeping
that's
some track of
6,
stuff.
12,
Erasing. Race.
22, 26.
26. Okay, so she takes 13. Okay, so she gets smacked by that. I will tell you guys, in current forms and current stuff, Minutia's got a pretty big HP advantage. All right,
Oh,
but
boy.
Minutia takes
Boy.
13, and I'm giving Strem a pass. All right, with this Stremzon, so you do notice up top that Stremzon seems to be dropping whatever glamour she had, and you see, kind of from peeking in, and Dylan, you also see around the side, sorry, you see that Stremzaz is a woman. She has very kind of pale skin, long black hair. She appears to be maybe like 45 or 50, very slender. Her fingernails are like kind of like they're like red and extremely long in sort of places. But one of her eyes has been replaced with this black gemstone. It's just like radiating dark energy. So let's roll. Can I get one initiative from the Stremzaz team? Initiative from Team Minutia? Yeah, go for it, Liv.
Sorry.
I'm on it.
Andrew, go for it.
Yeah.
Team Minutia. I don't know.
15 on the die.
15 of that. So that's 17. What is what was on the die for Minutia?
8.
8. So 9. Okay, perfect. So so this time, Stremzaz is like kind of Stremzaz got knocked back, but like retaliated. Stremzaz is going to go again, having burnt a big spell. I think this time Stremzaz is actually going to. It's kind of fun. I think Stremzaz is going to bestow a curse. Is going to try to just like curse this person to just kind of like really limit her and have some trouble on her. So I need Lauren. Can you roll a Wisdom saving throw?
Oh, 6.
She has
We
been
needed it.
cursed.
Oh yeah.
And she will choose.
I'm missing sheet. I'm hard.
She is going to choose has to make a Wisdom save at the start of each of her turns. On a failure, she wastes her turn doing nothing. And speaking of which, it is now that turn. So, Dahlia, can you roll a Wisdom save on behalf of Minutia?
Minutia.
Yeah.
Doesn't no bonus or anything.
She does. She has a plus. It got a +2.
17.
She manages to conquer her concern over not doing anything, and she will now go hard. Would you like her to try to do a big thing against this other person? Okay, so she is going to cast. Oh no, she's not. She's gonna do she removes her glasses. Now, Dylan is watching, and
Sorrow.
and Sorrow is watching. Were any of the rest of you peeking around to watch this fight?
No.
Yes.
Oksana was? Okay, cool. Then I need Oksana, Sorrow, and Dylan to make Wisdom saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
16.
Okay.
23.
Wow.
15.
All of you managed to pass. And then Zane, could you roll on behalf of Stremzaz? It's a +5.
16.
Makes it. So basically, you guys all see that this woman behind these has these massive, like dragonfly eyes. that are just like huge and like they're like sparkling in all these different directions. You all did save, so what is it? It's 6. So you guys will all take, those of you who saw it will only take half of this.
Oh no.
Which is 8, so you'll all take 4 points of psychic damage.
Did we rest at all or do anything in between the last sorrow or anything like that?
You and Dahlia.
Oh wait. Oh no, I'm good. I'm still up.
Okay,
Never mind.
it's always a dangerous.
But did we?
You probably would not have. No, I think you were kind of like hiking and such the whole time. All right. So basically, you see this and it does this stuff. But she also takes 4. Perfect. Okay, so that is. But that would be Stremzaz's turn again. Does Stremzaz want to just... Stremzaz now has her, so she kind of can't do stuff, but she just got hit with this thing. Would Stremzaz like to kind of like approach? You just want to kind of... you want to do like moderate spells? You want to do sort of smaller stuff, keep her distance? She has some like physical stuff where she can like drain stuff, withering touch. How would you guys like Stremzaz to proceed?
Save the like the draining stuff for if we get more, she gets more damage, right?
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So just keep sniping from the back.
I think go as big as you can. Like try to knock down as
let's
quickly as
she'll
possible, right?
she'll hit her back with a blight. Let's do a blight back
Yeah.
at her. Okay. Do neither of them have a counter spell or anything? That's the real. It makes it quicker. All right. So she's going to throw a blight. So Lauren, would you make a con save for me? It's only a +1, sadly. No, +3.
At 1.
Nat 1. Okay, so again, her blight, she's just doing it at 4th level. So that is 8d8. Whoever of the Andrew roll is 8d8. As we'll move around, and then Dahlia, give me a wisdom save for let's see if Minutia is going to get to do a thing. Actually, wait. Zane, can you make I need another constitution save. This was only a +1. She did technically take damage.
33.
33. Oh, boy.
Would you say it's a plus what?
It's a +1.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, fun. So actually, you guys don't have to do it because the bestow curse is gone. Just the minimal psychic damage that Stremzaz take, she dropped the bestow curse. So on her action, so she tried to hit her with the dragonfly eyes. That didn't do what she hoped. Would you like her to try to take control of this person who's coming, or would you want her to hit her with blunt force?
Wait, who?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Minutia?
I'm talking to Minutia. So Minutia
Yes.
is no longer under the thing of her curse. But so this woman who's come in at her, should Minutia go sort of like tricky domination control, or should Minutia go kind of just like blunt force, like deal some damage?
What do you think?
Control.
Control?
Control?
Great.
Control.
Then I need Dan, roll this for me. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
You get the blight damage, right? Pat?
Oh no,
I have the blight damage.
that's a 4 on the die.
4
I don't
on the
even know.
die. Then that
I don't know who to
means
root for.
so basically so like she kind of comes in, she's all this, but suddenly Minutia I think Sarah, you might even like maybe I don't know if it's a spell you would know, but it's sort of like you're watching as a full spellcaster. You see this sort of like spell and something, the way this dragonfly-eyed woman sort of speaks, just says like takes complete control as she casts dominate person on
Oh no.
Stremzaz.
Oh shit.
So Stremzaz is now completely dominated. And because she only takes the damage when she is in pain, initiative is paused for a second as Minutia kind of like glides up over the top very eerily and sort of begins to speak to Stremzaz, who is sort of standing there like almost dazedly. And Sarah, with your perception and kind of like this crazy stuff, you're trying to listen at the window. You don't hear exactly, but you do sort of see Stremzaz. She's asking Stremzaz questions, and Stremzaz kind of like points.
I cast guiding bolt at Minutia.
All right.
Ooh,
Interesting.
juicy.
you can do it through a window. I mean, they say sometimes windows are technically are cover, but I'm gonna say, yeah, you can throw it through the window, or you can even bust the window open. I'm fine with that. There's a lot of discussion of whether or not glass is sort of cover, but you're gonna do that. Go ahead and roll your attack. Let's go for it.
That was dope.
Please roll a 13 on the die at least.
It's a 19.
Ooh.
A 19 to hit. A 19 hits. Roll your damage.
That is 14 points of radiant damage.
14 points of radiant damage. And the next attack against her has advantage. All right, great.
Does she drop her concentration?
That is what we will find out. She has... Oh, no, you guys are rolling. Lauren, please roll me a just roll a d20.
16.
Easily saves against it.
Sorry.
But upon seeing you, she is sort of spotting you. She looks at Stremzaz and points up at you. Sorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And Stremzaz kind of nods, and then Sorrow, I need you to please make... she got 3 of them. Sorrow, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
Oh, shoot. That is probably all she wrote. I just forgot, because...
Yeah, that's it.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a
We lost Sorrow.
No.
9, 8.
Oh, no. So... With that, I mean, how many hit points do you even have right now?
2.
And what's your max?
10.
So if it's, there's almost no way it can't be 12, but I'm gonna roll it out. Hold on, okay, 4, only 4, hold on. Okay, never mind, it's over, yeah. So you guys do notice, that's an ignominious end to Sorrow, but you, actually, Sorrow, you did put points on the board here, however. Because Minutia is now fully bloodied. But with those 14 points you dealt. However, so you guys see this and sort of like Dylan and Oksana sort of seeing this, you notice that suddenly she's been talking to Stremzaz, and you see this bolt of light hit the witch behind, and the witch sort of spins around and points up, and you hear this scream, and Dahlia and Richard kind of on the far side of the building. You see that Sorrow kind of flying up there is like covered in black and purple clouds of necromantic energy as she begins to just like completely be like drained and desiccated in the sky. She falls to the grass on kind of the lawn outside of the library, and kind of like limbs kind of busting apart, although the horns remain shiny and sort of present. The rest of the skeleton seeming to have been sort of withdrawn, but the horns sort of stay there as it falls.
Can I do something?
Yes.
I would like to use the eye.
Okay.
Targeting the hag, the witch, the librarian.
Okay.
And then I want to run.
So basically the rest of you guys see that like Dahlia and Richard, you see this, you're like, Oksana, you're there with Dylan, you see Dylan step back, and suddenly Dylan kind of like his face like ripples, and where his eye had been is this like red gem that's been like plunged into his eye socket. It's like blood caked all around it, and it pulses with flame and goes. It is what is the DC of the dex save?
DC 10 dex save.
So
no.
You guys could please make a dexterity save on behalf of the hag. Lauren, would you roll that? 2. Okay. So roll your d10.
3 points of fire damage.
And she is now on fire.
Yeah.
Dahlia, would you please roll a Constitution save for her? What do we got?
Nat 20.
Oh.
And she takes the fire damage.
She's still she is ignited.
She is ignited, but she takes the fire damage. But upon seeing you do that, and kind of like on her side, Stremzaz has just cast a spell. But then she points at you out the door as you begin to flee. And so now basically Stremzaz and Minutia are going to walk out of the door to try to finish off the remaining 4 of you, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh, wow.
But I'm alive. 5. I'm still alive, baby. That's 5.
Dylan does get to level up. That's right. Oh my god.
So now they're both coming out. Cool.
The Dominate Person, I didn't think the Dominate Person spell would take, but it really took, and way
What
to
a
go.
bad time to roll a 4.
We rolled
Fucking
real
bad.
well for Minutia.
Yeah, you guys rolled real good. Minutia's also not doing great, so Minutia probably needs to, like...
Oh, wait. Dominate Person is like a save every round, isn't it?
No, Dominate Person is only a save when... Honestly, what you guys might have wanted to do was target
Damage
your
her, yeah.
target Stremzaz, not the hag.
I don't think
Yeah.
Dylan would have put that
You,
together.
no way you would have known that. However, Dylan, congratulations, you are a level 1 character. We will discuss how you do that. I assume you're going to be taking probably just fighter, rogue, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, the players might actually know this. So last week, Dan's little friend Dylan picked up a staff inside of a place.
There's
Just
a reason
cool
why I
staff.
may not do that. There's a reason why I may not go fighter or rogue.
Yeah. He's picked up a little staff. It's just a chill staff. It's called the Staff of the Magi. It's just a legendary magical item.
Oh.
If he attunes to that, if he manages to survive to attune to that, he is going to have a lot of spells at his disposal. Yeah. That'll be great.
Oh.
Whew.
So,
Well-
guys,
Wait,
that was super exciting.
And the
Oh, sorry.
That was
Stremzaz is an immune charm, right?
No, she's not, sadly.
Also, for the record, Dylan's not too big. It's a big of a hero. He's not running right away from he's not in the Prometheus school of running away from things. He's running to the sides.
Yeah, sure. There's attempting
Oh.
to sort of
Exact-
whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Did she get advantage on the saving throw
What saving throw?
for the Dominate Person?
No.
Because we were fighting it.
Wait, when we roll?
Oh, interesting.
So Stremzaz would have gotten it, but it's too late now.
Stremzaz would have gotten it because it was a thing. Well, let's for posterity, Zane, roll a d20. That's a good point.
Fingers crossed, guys. 18.
Shit.
We'll see you next week.
Here's how I'm gonna rule this. Unbeknownst to all of you, Stremzaz made the save.
But it doesn't make
Oh.
a difference because
But
she's
it-
a bitch.
That's
She's
wow.
evil.
So
Wow.
good. So good.
That's
Oh,
So good.
juicy.
I knew that girl was weird.
Oh, so well, Sorrow, thank you so much. Sorrow has been here. This was a good number of sessions for Sorrow. I think this was session 4 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a
Oh,
heroic
so close
death.
to
You
level.
were already a level 1 character. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I already tasted the ambrosia before I
Version of having a class.
threw it away by committing suicide.
Wait,
That
how
was-
many
no.
sessions
That
is
was
for
awesome,
Dahlia now?
Ooh.
How many sessions is Dahlia?
Yeah.
Dahlia has
mean-
been level 2. This is Dahlia's 3rd session at level 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually a great point. Somebody needs to do something about Dahlia. Thanks for reminding me. Somebody definitely needs to be like, all right, guys, we need to get this Dahlia, because this is too... Yeah, she's gonna...
I'm
we gotta
pretty
kill her.
sure. I'm pretty sure I've doomed us all for the next game.
I mean, you have a vampire, so.
All right, well, guys, that was super fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what we did tonight, happy Halloween! Appropriate Halloween game. This is our horror game, but if you like things that aren't horror, you might also enjoy us on most Sunday evenings when we play a game called Here Be Dragons, or on Monday evenings where we play a game called The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, except now... Oh! Liv, I don't think you know about the title change.
God.
The game at present is now called Wellness Beyond the Witchlight. So yes, Wellness Beyond the Witchlight is on Monday, and some interesting stuff's going on in that game, let me tell you.
Yeah, I need to watch the session.
So that's kind of like a very fun, lighthearted, where it's the opposite of this game. I only do nice things to the players in that. So that's our regular schedule. Check us out. We stream at 7:30 on Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays. However, this Sunday, the Dragon game is not in, and instead we are playing a Halloween special. It is set at a manor house in Scotland in the 1800s. It may hold a lot of answers about stuff depending on how quickly the players play. That being said, it is being run in the Call of Cthulhu system, and it's not super Lovecraftian in nature, but we're kind of using that because it's horror and very fun. The players don't know how it works, so it's going to both be a learn how to play that and have some fun with that, but check that out. That's going to be this Sunday. Very excited about that. I guess I'm going to announce the title of it, which I'm kind of just like taking a very, going like a very classic thing on it. It is simply called The Haunting of Trow House.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm just too inspired by all of those Mike Flanagan shows on Netflix. And check that stuff out. Also, please follow us on Twitch or subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription if you link your Twitch account to that. Also, check out our Discord. If you want to know more about our fantastic players, you can go to our About page here on Twitch. Speaking of said fantastic players, does anybody want to plug or recommend anything?
Yes, on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, come watch me stream a mystery on the high seas where I'm a detective trying to figure out how a bunch of people perished. There's love triangles, there's krakens, and there's a lot of wholesome fun. So
Wait, there's what?
there's krakens.
It's an accepted pronunciation.
Yeah.
Oh, I
wait,
believe
using-
it. I've just never heard it. Kraken.
Krakens.
Krakens? I never know. Is it kraken or is it conch or conch? Nobody
Is it
really.
It is
Pecan
conch.
or
It's
pecan?
100% conch.
Man.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it pecan or
probably
pecan,
they're
cracker?
Not a
probably-
great pick. Anyway, here on Twitch, Andrew is trying 5 p.m.
Check
on
it out.
Tuesday.
Aw.
Very good. Thank you, Andrew. Very good. Anybody else?
I want to
would
give a
just plug
shout
that
out
our
because
phone-
there were 2 subscribers this evening.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
It's all about
Ooh.
subscribers.
Yes.
So Halo Pooch and Kale Sando. I don't know if I said y'all's names correctly, but thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
thank you so much. Also, Zane, thanks for doing that. That's really a good thing we should do every
Yeah.
time. I'm never watching chat, and I do really appreciate that, guys. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Dan, hit us.
Well, I was gonna say they're if you can really get in the nitty gritty, and there are 4 different pronunciations of that nut, but it's it's all semantics.
That nut? What nut?
Pecan.
Pecan.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
Yeah.
conch shells.
Pecan.
No, I was talking about conch
But
shells.
well, all different pronunciations. Yeah.
There's so many. You can figure out where someone's from regionally.
Yeah, based on how they say
it.
pecan.
I say
Yeah.
pecan.
Con.
Yeah.
I say
It
picante.
depends on.
Look, I can't handle this discussion any longer.
That's excellent. Well, then on that note, we will leave you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Super thing. Also, goodbye to Sorrow. She will be missed. She was a delightful
Gonna be
character to have.
Amazing Grace.
I get some F's in the chat. I was very happy about that.
Until next time, everyone, please have a dreadful night. And happy Halloween. Bye-bye.
Ooh.
Bye-bye.
Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give up. Not for 1 hour. The game's not over. You'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line. I feel like we've been running through somebody else's dreams. It isn't what it seems. I can't keep up this game. You're looking for someone to rule a kingdom by your side, but I'm nobody's bride. You need to know you're Never gonna change my name, but don't give up, not for 1 minute. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find another chance to win it. But what you're looking for is another castle down the line. But don't give up, not for 1 second. This game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll do much better than you reckon. But what you're looking for is there. What you're looking for is there. What you're looking for is there. Another castle down the line. But what you're looking for is in another castle down the line. Your bags are packed, you're at the door. A taxi's on its way. There's nothing left to say. I'll give you back the ring. Don't look at me like that. You had to know it ends like this. Couldn't you feel it in my kiss? Not happily ever after anything. But don't give up, not for 1 hour. The game's not over, you'll be fine. You'll find a way to up your power. What you're looking for is in another castle down the line.